All right, welcome. Come on, come on. Yo, we're gonna have a ball. It's Friday. Uh, all of us pretty much done with our jobs, and we ain't got shit to do. So let's chop it up a bit about relationships. There we go. Uh, man, obviously I'm already relaxing. I broke sober in November. I admit it. But just one day. You know what I mean? 1 out of 7 ain't bad. So I'm chilling on this Friday. It's been a stressful week. A lot of shit going on, but we're gonna keep it pushing. Hey, at least I'm accountable for my shit, unlike some of y'all. So I'm gonna wait for Jackie and white girl Liz to get up in this bitch, and we're gonna cook, man, because we got a lot to talk about tonight as far as what's going on in this dating landscape, man. I'm on the back end of it. I'll admit it. You know what I mean? At 41 years old, but I'm still enough in the game. I'm tapped in. I know what's going on with Gen Z and all that. Uh, much less people my age. You know, most of us either settle down and cool or divorce. So, but I really want to know what's really going on in the streets. So, we're gonna have a couple ladies tap in. I'm not gonna let the fellows overwhelm them. But no, we're gonna have a well-rounded conversation. I'll say that. That's the intention. Um, So, okay, let me make a few adjustments in the comments. Yeah, Liz and Jackie, please tap in. Otherwise, I'll write it out solo. I could do about an hour myself, but I'd rather have the ladies chime in and give me their perspective on the shit I'm about to show. So, we'll let it brew. Uh, Again, happy Friday evening to everyone. It's 4 over here on the West Coast, just past 4. Some of y'all on the East, just past 7. So I know y'all into it. It's a good weekend, man. I feel like I'm feeling the vibes. You know what I mean? We got Kalia, we got Mick. Shout out Mick. All right. Yo, Mick, you was simping last time I touched on this shit a couple weeks ago. So I want you to bring your ass up here, and I want the women to tell you simping. So feel free to hit that link, man, because you was out of pocket, and I would love to cook you on this shit, caping for irresponsible women. I'll put it like that. I ain't caping. I ain't got to put on no cape, so I'm not monetized yet. I may never be monetized. I don't give a fuck. I came up here to speak the truth. I'm the truth in the booth. So, yeah, Kalia, hit it. You know what I mean? You came up here before? Let's give it some time. Because both my co hosts said they would be here, and I trust them. So I really prefer to have them up here before I really go in. But let's see. I'll start cooking down the list because I got a lot of topics to touch on. And maybe I could just get some feedback from the chat. Hold on, Mick. Ha ha. Ha. I think America isn't the land of the free. I'm not sure what you mean by that. I would love for you to hop up and articulate yourself because I don't mean shit to me. The free? I don't I don't understand, champ. So anyway, again, this is not a boxing live. You're watching my videos. Okay. Okay. Shout out, Mick. I appreciate that. Shit. For real, sincerely. But yeah, let's go in. Um, I'll cook solo until somebody want to hop up. We got 3 in the chat. Okay, that's enough. Hopefully, we can get about 10. I normally go like 10 to 15. Anyway, um, damn, I wish I had my female co-host. Okay, I'm glad I waited because Liz says she's here fixing their sound, and she is a streamer, so it shouldn't take her too long to get her shit right. So I don't want to just do a diatribe, you know what I mean, a monologue. I want to bounce my ideas off of some ladies who are also in the market because I think a lot of y'all, like me, are not married right now. You know what I mean? Looking for a permanent situation. So I want to hear what the ladies got to say. Okay, Mick was talking to Kalia. That's cool. Kalia, or Clarissa rather, says America is the land of where you have right to spend all your money on materialism. Absolutely. That's the freedom they granted you, huh? That's the freedom. The freedom to be a consumer. That's cool. Oh, minute. My homegirl's here to cook you, brother. Um, I ain't met a woman who could outlogic me to date. I'm not saying I'm just like ubiquitous, you know what I mean, with the shit. But yeah, I don't know. I can't see that. Hey, if they can, I feel free. And it's not even like a gender war type thing. That's not what I'm doing here. I want to get this shit straight. I'm trying to come to an understanding like I want their perspective. They can hear my perspective, and hopefully we can meet a middle ground. That's really the angle I'm coming at it with, not like f you, and hopefully they don't like f me, because I would rather us cooperate. But we gonna see. I'm gonna give Liz a couple of minutes to get up in here. Otherwise, I'm gonna start moving forward with the topics because I have so many bullet points that I would like to touch on. We got Kalia, Clarissa, Mick, Liz. Okay, cool. Let's see here. See, and I need a woman for this, but I'll put it in the air. I'll put it in the air. Um, Lyss, as a woman who has been married, okay, she said, okay, the sound is fixed. Yeah, I'd rather you do it verbally, but I'm gonna put the topic in the air nonetheless. Keep the shit moving. Um, I don't know. I'm not sure if women, and you could say men too. Again, I I don't date men, so I only know it from my perspective. Do women nowadays take their wedding vows seriously? I tend to lean no. I think that nowadays a wedding and a marriage for a woman is just like the ultimate form of validation. Like, oh, I feel like I know I'm the shit because this man would do anything for me. He would sacrifice his whole life just to make sure that I'm taken care of. I think it's more of a validation thing nowadays than how it used to be, or allegedly. I wasn't there in the 50s. You know what I mean? I came in the 80s, but I've been around for a minute, so I did see the remnants of that old school shit and the grandparents. Come on, Liz, don't do that. Don't do that again. Hop up on the fucking panel. You talking that shit? Look what you're saying. Damn, bro, who hurt you? Hey, my ex-wife. Okay, if you want to you want to go ad hominem, let's do that. My ex-wife. Fuck it. But yo, I'm not paying child support. I know that. Anyway, I digress. What was I fucking saying? Oh, yeah, they don't take it as seriously nowadays as they used to, in my opinion. And yeah, I think that's what it's about. Like that's hey, yo, Liz, shout out to you. Actually, you brought up a salient point. Eh, I put my heart out on this shit. I don't know why, but I don't give a fuck. I guess that's why, because I don't give a fuck who knows what about me, as long as you ain't fucking doxing me or my mother. I just got back from visiting her. Shout out, mom. But to get to the point, um, yeah, that's how I viewed it. She was like, I felt like she wanted me to marry her as a test. Like, I don't think you take me seriously. You're not gonna do this. And when I fucking demonstrated my love and actually married her, then she was like, oh, well, that's not what I expected. I wanted you to be the bad guy and fucking duck out because that's what her older sister had been telling her. He doesn't take you seriously. He's just here for the short term because she hated me, right? So when I didn't live up to that narrative, when I actually did commit my motherfucking life to her, she was like, "That's not what I expected," and it like that's when shit got strange. She was way more down for me before I married her. I know that sounds crazy and the ladies are gonna say I'm capping, but no, she was way more down for me before I committed to her. That shit turned her off. Is that crazy? No, it's not. It's female nature, and y'all gonna deny it, but that's it. Once she knows she has you, what incentive does she have to try to like perform? I hate to say it like that, but man, perform, right? It's the burden of male performance to perform, so to speak, or to like accommodate anything you want when you already gave her the ultimate validation. Okay. Um, let me see. Liz said, "Where do I go to talk? LOL. I just smoked, so bear with me." Oh, hit the StreamYard link. It's pinned to the top. Go to the top of the chat. It's right there. If not, I'll hold on. Almost positive. Yeah, it's right there. Oh shit, I didn't pin it. My fault. No, I did. I did. So you making me second guess myself. Yeah, top of the chat, StreamYard, and yeah, I would love to hear your feedback. But that's been my experience. There's no link. Okay, I'll post it again. I did post it before I went live, so maybe it was a mix-up. Thank y'all for the feedback. I'm right here. Boom. Can y'all see it now? I'm gonna refresh my shit just to make sure. Bear with me. Again, I'm new at this shit, 2.5 months in. Um, no, no, it's not it, is it? Hey, we got 7 in here, just me going solo. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. Okay, I just posted that one, and then I'm gonna pin it on YouTube. I guess posting on YouTube and then trying to pin it did not work, but I just posted it. It'll be at the top. But yeah, Lewis, Mick, feel free to slide in. I know both of y'all gonna be against me, but it's all good, man. I can talk this shit all day because I got 4 decades of experience. I started in grade school. You dig? And that's no bullshit. Not that I was smashing, but starting to get an interest in the females in grade school. Um, okay, so cool. The link is right there. Perfect. Got it. I'm gonna pin it right now. Liz, please hop in. We're waiting for you, but if not, I'm gonna move on to the next little bullet point I got here. There, now it's pinned. No one should be having any questions. Cool. Oh, we got a couple. Yep, the two I asked for. Respectfully, I'm gonna let Liz go first, and then Mick, you can follow up. Liz, you've been shout out to you for tapping in. First of all, hope you had a good week, and
Hey.
please let me know what you think about what I've been saying. I don't think I've been too hateful, but go ahead.
No. So here's can you hear me okay, by the way?
Yes, crystal
Okay,
clear.
cool, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So, hi guys. I'm
What's
Liz.
up?
Uh well, okay. So, I want to say I feel that I'm going to tell you a little bit about my background and my history so y'all kind of understand where I'm coming from.
Mm-hmm.
My first serious relationship out of high school was the man I married. We were together 8 years. We were married for 6. And what happened was I loved that man with everything in me. And when we got married, he stopped caring. And he actually started using drugs and then started becoming abusive towards me and very controlling and very manipulative. It was like he flipped a switch. Um, did I fall out of love with him? Absolutely. I actually was about to get pregnant with this guy.
Okay.
I thought naively that might save things, and
Sure.
then I realized that he was just too abusive, and I needed to get out. And you know, I dated a little bit. Um, in that weird limbo of like being single, separated but not like fully divorced, and in that process I met my now ex-boyfriend,
Okay.
who I was with for 5 years, and
Damn.
I loved that man with everything in me, and I actually uh I proposed, um
Yo.
and
Okay.
I
Okay. Go ahead, but we're gonna come back to that. Go ahead, please.
yeah, I proposed. And I mean, I'm not going to lie, I wasn't in the exact right state of mind when I did, but I thought that that was what what was, I thought that that was the next step I wanted to really truly take with him.
Mhm.
Um and you know it didn't work out. And um my ex-boyfriend actually left me in the middle of a mental health episode I was having because I was really sick. Not like mentally sick, but I was really physically sick, and the infection I was working through. I had an upper respiratory infection, and it just like completely wrecked me, and had to go to the emergency room and everything, and it just really fucked with my brain. And you know, I I will say that the pain I felt with the breakup was harder for me than when I left my ex-husband, and I think it was because I had fallen out of love with my ex-husband. Not because I, was like, "Oh, we're married now. I don't have to care anymore." It was because I was slowly and surely learning that I was being taken advantage of, and I was pouring my heart into somebody who just wanted to control and manipulate me.
Okay.
And, um, you know, I will say that men have done me very dirty, but I don't think it's fair to apply my bad experiences. I mean, have I learned from them? Yes. Do I pay more attention to red flags? Yes. If a guy gives me more red flags, I'm not going to ignore them as I have in previous relationships, because ignoring them just delays the inevitable.
Or
And you know, I I will say that I think that, you know, I I don't know who you're meeting or what relationships but I'm just
ain't about.
listen to me. I just ask that, like, hey, I can see, how women have done men dirty. Like there's been, it's just how, like, people do it to each other. There's not like a men are worse at this than women. No, it's human nature, not female nature, not male nature. It's human nature. We're all flawed. It's a matter of kind of working through, I would say, the swamp that is dating, and,
Okay.
giving each person kind of their own chance and seeing them as their own person. Um, that's just my suggestion. That's just where I'm coming from.
No, and I do feel you. Let me say this before I pass the mic to Shelton, that I understand, and I had that kind of attitude in my 30s, but I don't know, man. Maybe it's just age. In my 40s, I'm just like, fuck it. I'm gonna protect myself at any cost. If 99.99, and I'm not talking about, okay, let me put this in context. I'm not talking about you put at that who hurt you comment in the chat. Cool. That's the typical thing that somebody would say. But no, I'm looking at my experience. And again, I've been at every stage. I've been the boyfriend, I've been the husband, I've been the side dude, I've been a piece of shit. You know what I mean? And I hate to say this, but just reflecting in real time, I got better treatment as a piece of shit living at my mom's than I did as an electrical engineer. You could say what you want. That's my experience. That's one man's
Yeah.
experience. It's not like I'm looking at the next dude and like, oh, why can't I have what he has? No, I've had everything and everything in between. To me, it seems like either you're like the super rich baller dude that can elevate her status and put her on IG and she's just in the fucking Bahamas or fucking in Dubai, or you're the piece of shit that just doesn't give a fuck about women, and that's how you get them. But the dudes in the middle, like where I'm at now, this middle class lifestyle, this ain't working. Uh, I don't know, champ. Shelton, speak on this.
Oh man,
Hey man, same man. I'm just venting a little bit on a Friday. What's up?
my guy, what's the conversation, big dog?
We're just speaking on relationships in general, but before I went on that tangent, it was like, what was the I said, do women take their wedding vows seriously nowadays? That was it.
Well, but from my experience, and I've been married for 23 years now.
Okay,
July was
shout out to
23
you.
years.
Different
Yeah,
generation, but shout
from,
out to you.
from
I respect it.
different generation. But from my experience, neither takes their vows seriously.
Okay, that's fair. Go ahead.
Men cheat, women cheat, and women cheat more than men, and women are sneakier.
Oh, definitely.
You see, with men, we can't really cheat because we can't hold water. If I'm out here messing with some chick, I'm gonna have to tell my boy CJ. I got to brag. I got to tell somebody.
Okay.
That's just a man's nature. Where women,
Right. He
if
wants to
she if
flex.
she like if she loves the life she's living, but she just wants some extra shit on the side, she'll keep that shit to herself and she'll take it to her grave if she
I
respects
don't
you.
know.
She won't
Okay.
tell her friends. She
Traditionally,
won't tell her
here, yo,
sister.
let
She
me say
won't
this.
tell
No, no,
nobody.
no. Shelton, let me interrupt. I'm gonna let you cook, but traditionally that would be the case. But I think nowadays they want to flex just like the men. They're like they want to tell their homegirls, "Yeah, I know my man is paying all the bills." I'm putting a lot of sauce on it, but
No,
hypothetically,
not really.
yeah,
Not really.
my
Not
man is
really.
paying all the
Not
bills,
really.
and I got my boy on the side, the bodybuilder. You know what I mean? So I got the best of both
Yeah.
worlds. That's
Yeah.
how I'm
Not
seeing it.
really. They do that. They do
Maybe I'm
that.
just jaded.
No, no, they do that. But there's also two types of women. There's the type of woman who just is gonna bounce around from dude to dude and really don't give a shit. And then there's the type of woman who values what she has as far as her home life, stability, you know, kids, money. She don't want to lose that because she wants something on the side, but she got to have something on the side because when she got it at home, ain't doing it for her.
Keep it on the low. Okay,
And
that
she's
is
not
two
strong
different
enough
types of
to
cheaters.
say,
Okay.
and she's not strong. And this type of woman is not strong enough to say, you know what, I'm unhappy in this area. Can we work on it, or I'm gonna have to leave? Which will be the right thing to do. But then, that's too much like right. They're not going to do that. They'll just cheat and hide it
I think that was
until
my
you catch them, and then you put
situation.
their ass
Yeah. Looking back on it, I didn't realize it at the time, but I think that was exactly the type of situation I was going through. Yeah, she just didn't have the
Yeah,
courage to nut up and say, "Hey, let's work on this," or just part ways. No, she want the best of both worlds. Again, this was
yeah. Gonna have her cake and eat it
15,
too. I
15 years
I
ago,
see
so
you got
I
two
didn't know.
ladies. I see you got two
Well,
ladies. Am I
not yet.
off base,
I'm
ladies,
waiting.
or am I telling the truth?
Hold on. I'm waiting for Jackie to tap in. But shout out to Liz for pulling up and holding it down. She kept her word. I don't know where the fuck Jackie is at, but okay. Oh, Jackie, just speak of the devil. Hey, CJ, I'm not at home yet, so we're gonna keep cooking for a little bit. But yeah, the idea was to have at least two women up here, so we didn't gang up on them because I
Right.
know a dude like Solidus
Well,
was going way too hard. So
well,
yeah.
let's ask Liz. Liz, am I on point or am I off base?
About the speaking of the two different types of cheaters, like a woman who doesn't give a fuck and is
Yeah.
just out there, and then a woman who values her
Right.
situation is going to try to keep it discreet. Can you speak on that list?
Right.
I can't because I've never cheated.
But hold on, you have friends.
I
Yeah.
have friends, and my friends have never talked to me about cheating.
Mm.
I've never had conversations about cheating with my friends.
So maybe they're the latter.
I would say that, like I said, when you're a woman whose experience is completely different than you guys are describing, but then you're generalizing it as all women. I'm just not sure how that works.
Yo, I know you were in Utah, but y'all got to have like a convent or like some type of separate structure where they keep all the good women because all I'm seeing out here is what I'm describing. And that's why I put it that way. And again,
Yeah.
I'm 41. I've been in the game. It's not like I haven't been experienced. This is what I see. Let me tell you a little anecdote. And again, it's just my story, but it's not even my story for real. my softball teammate, RIP to Scotty, who passed from cancer a couple years back. His girlfriend, fiance, was cheating on him against softball with the pitcher. He was the third baseman. He was the pitcher. Everybody knew about it. And this motherfucker had cancer, but no one would say shit except for me. You got it.
Yeah, that's just I mean, I don't think I don't know. Maybe it is a Utah thing. I don't know because it's just like my best friend, she is head over heels for her boyfriend and they've been together wow, like 5 years, I think. And she like the way she treats her boyfriend and the way they go about things is the same way I have treated my previous partners. And like I said, I never had the I mean when you love somebody, or at least this is my thing. When I love somebody, I why would I want to ruin what I have? Like what benefit is there? There's none. What and you guys are talking about like communication, like women can't just nut up. Again, that's not my experience because it was the opposite in my relationship with my last boyfriend. It was like pulling teeth trying to get him to talk about whatever he was upset about. And it was very frustrating to me because I am very much like if I don't tell you what's bothering me, then I'm the one with the problem. Because how can you be expected to how can we come to any sort of resolution if I don't talk about it, And conflict is hard, confrontation
If
is
you don't
hard.
talk about it, that means you don't want to fix it, right?
Exactly. It's like
Right?
you're just looking to be unhappy. You're not looking for a solution.
Okay.
So
I
like
mean, you could say that.
that's what
No, you're looking
pisses
for a
me
way
off.
out, and this is my way out. But let me say this now: there are women. You said we were general. There are women that are faithful. There are women that, like yourself, that will hold
Yeah.
it down and will talk and try and do everything they can to keep the relationship together. There are some. But in California, where I live, where CJ lives, there are few and far between. That's what we're saying.
And that might and see who yeah, and like maybe it's just the way things are where I don't know. I don't know what kind of I don't live where you guys are. So I don't know what kind of women you're meeting. I don't know what the lifestyle is like there. I mean, the way it sounds like the way I'm hearing you talk about the women though, it seems like I don't know. I feel like you guys are describing like women like in their 20s, like that just want to have fun and just I don't know that I
Let
don't
me
know.
let me quarterback this. I appreciate both of y'all's input. I forgot that I ain't
No,
welcome my
because
man.
no.
Hold on, Shelton, hold on.
Go
I
ahead.
have not I
Go
have not
back.
even
Go
welcomed my
ahead. Go ahead,
man
CJ.
Mick.
I'm gonna leave
Even
it to
though
you. Go ahead, sir.
even though I know I'm gonna disagree with him, I have not welcomed my man Mick to the stage. So yeah, go ahead. You posted in the back chat. I know you're gonna be simping, but you got it.
So for me, I would say for two real relationships where it's been serious, but I'm scared of commitment. Like I've
Scared.
no scared, but I can't fully commit to something. So it would for me it would be like maybe 3 4 years, but going to that next stage of getting married or having a kid or buying a house, uh, that I probably regret at least one of them. But commitment is a
Well,
big thing for me.
let's put this in context for the audience. How old are you, Mick?
36, 35.
36, and you ain't trying to fucking do nothing with a chick permanently. Okay. Well, shit. Maybe you smarter than me. You ain't
Well,
divorced.
like I worked all in the world and like during a relationship, so I was traveling all the time and things like that, and implicitly trusted her no issues, nothing like that. But I just didn't. I probably wasn't mature enough, I would say, at that time.
You weren't mature enough at that time. So when was the last opportunity? And it's something I should ask
Oh,
myself.
for something like that, I'd probably.
Hold on. Yeah, when was the last opportunity you had to have something real? Like I could have taken that chance, but I just said, I ain't ready
Oh,
for all that.
where it would be the rest of my life? Probably 5-6 years ago.
Okay, so late 20s, early 30s. Okay.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it was
shit.
probably. I certainly did regret one of them, but I wasn't cheating. I wasn't doing anything untoward. But
Yeah, me
that
either.
commitment step was.
Okay. Why do you think, and I'm gonna pass it back to Lyss after this, why do you think that you didn't want to, can you identify why you were reluctant to take that next step?
I was probably too immature.
Too immature. In what way? Like you weren't ready for the responsibility of protecting, providing for a family. Is that what you mean?
Oh no, definitely could have done that, but
All right.
I was mere thinking about doing other things than being fully committed to something where I probably thought at that point
You can get a
that
badder
was it.
bitch. I'm trying to dial it down. What did you think? You can get a badder bitch or what?
No, it would be like, so for me, it would have been, I was giving up a lot of family and friends kind of thing, but I was probably too immature.
All right. Fair enough. Liz, you got anything to say before we move on to the next topic?
No.
Fair enough.
Well, I'll say,
Uh-oh. Go ahead.
well, with well, sorry, I'm high and my thoughts are delayed.
Oh, likewise. Let's go.
um, but no, as far as commitment goes, I'll say like for me, I'm not really interested in it myself.
Damn. Because you've been burned, huh? Because of your divorce. Is that it? Let's get
No,
back.
actually, no. It's because I think that like here's my history. I get into a relationship with a guy and then immediately he's trying to like lock it in. Like I don't know, like just like
That seems
rush
like
commitment.
ideal to me. I don't know. Why?
No,
What's wrong with that?
because
Just seems forced.
there have been times, well, I think honestly, like after my divorce, I think I honestly should have just taken a year off and of like getting anything serious with
I didn't take
anybody.
no time off. Go ahead.
And well, I'm not talking like when I say there's a difference between having fun and getting into a relationship, right? Like, so I will say that that should have been the time. I should have just been kind of figuring out more about myself and what I want and what I need. And instead, I was in a very vulnerable place and I got into a relationship really soon. And, I actually, it's funny, I didn't even like my ex-boyfriend at first. I remember after our first date, I was like, I'm never calling him again. And
Okay, so what changed? I'm curious.
well, I mean,
Oh, damn.
he kind of grew on me. Like he
You
would
just
send me
stuck around
funny
for long enough. God damn.
he would send me funny things and just like I don't know, like humor is a big thing for me. Like if men can make me laugh, that's huge.
Yeah, that's kind of my gimmick. Okay. Go ahead.
But like I will say that he kind of like grew on me, but there was something in me telling me that this wasn't the guy, and um
God damn. Go ahead.
I just was like 5 years later, I'm like ready to like, walk down the aisle with this guy and it just, it didn't work out.
Yo.
And
You're having a little hold on, because you just trying to glaze over that. And I can relate. So I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but I am. You feel me? And then I'll share my story. You're saying that there was just like some kind of nebulous intuition inside you that said don't settle down with this guy, even though he grew on you. You like his personality. He's dope. Don't do that. But now, 5 years later, you're ready to do that. Is that the case? Is that what you're saying? I'm just trying to
Yeah.
clarify.
Well, because like
Holy shit.
I honestly thought like I don't know. I think like this is what I'm saying. I think I needed to take time after being through
Ah,
such an abusive relationship before, because my ex-boyfriend wasn't abusive at all. Like he's a nice guy. What he did to me was really fucked up, but I don't think he's a bad person.
okay.
Um I think that, you know, I I I mean, I think that he'll never address what is causing him to be unhappy in his relationships. I think he was expecting it to just be something he wouldn't have. Like, I think communication was just, I think that'll be why he's never happy in relationships, because he just refuses to communicate and can't communicate his needs, can't communicate when he's upset. And, but I think that was what was telling me that like this isn't the guy. Like he just refuses to communicate. And how can you have an open and honest and direct, you know, conversation and relationship that is, you know, real if you don't even know half the time what the other person is thinking. Um and you know, so right now I am just enjoying life, and I am having fun, and it is it's just I'm just going with the flow.
Okay. All right. I respect it. I gotta
So can
respect
I just
everyone's
add,
journey.
see for the situation that I was in, I just felt as if it was the things that we were talking about for the commitment as such. Like I I had no, how am I going to say it? It's not something I didn't want, but I felt as if it was like, oh, we must date in like the next year or so, and it pressured, yeah. Me, like, if I'm going to marry somebody and have kids with them, then it's going to have to, it'll happen through time, yeah. And I just felt at that stage that's what we wanted, two different things. So, but again, I
Okay.
was probably not thinking as a
All right.
mature man as well.
How old were you when this occurred?
Oh, well, the first one, I was about 24 and she was 42.
Oh, come on, dude.
Oh wow.
That was never gonna work. I mean, it
Uh,
feels good. Don't get me wrong. I've dealt with older women, and it's cool because they're less volatile. But that was never gonna work. Before I move on to the next topic, I'll give
that's
a quick
shocking, CJ. How do you know it would never work?
bruh.
What?
Because I would assume, as a 24-year-old man, that you wanted kids. Can we just get down to the bottom line? Is a 42-year-old woman even capable, nonetheless willing, even if she could conceive by miracle, is she down to fucking do that and be 60 when her kid graduates? Negative. So,
What if they're not looking for children? Like not
well,
every
yeah, I would assume as a 24-year-old man that he was looking for that. I could
No,
be wrong. You tell
I
me.
wasn't.
You're not. Are you still not looking for that?
No, I would be now, aye, but at that time,
I
I certainly
Yeah.
wasn't.
So hold on. I say that to say this. If you had gotten in a long-term relationship with a woman who could no longer conceive, and then 10 years later you want kids, you wouldn't look back at that like fuck. You feel me? Even though you love her. I'm not taking nothing away from her. Even though
No,
you
Mhm.
love
no,
her in the relationship, I would.
adopt one.
Okay, man. You always
Yeah,
gotta, yeah. Okay.
and I understand
Again,
that. I
is she
understand
gonna
both sides.
is she trying to fucking still that was notwithstanding, would she be down to raise a child in her 50s?
Yeah, it
Fuck no.
happens a lot.
All right. You got it, Scotland. I'm gonna give my quick anecdote. I had a chick. Um, shout out to Z if you ever see this. Post divorce phase, but right as I was trying to, I did shit kind of backwards. I got married and divorced, and then got a degree, and then got my career. I say that to say this: after my divorce, we used to play like flag football together in a social league, and it was dope. We got along really well. Um, and we went out to a club one night. And long story short, uh, uh, there was a moment like 10 seconds. I will never forget this in my life where she was like, make a move or it's fucking over. But I hadn't gotten my career on track yet. And I was like, well, I've been dealing with women. It's never gone anywhere. I'm already divorced. So either I can deal with another woman that doesn't go anywhere, or I can not get distracted and I can focus on my career and become an engineer. Obviously, I chose the latter, right? She's married now. Shout out to her. But that was like the last best chance I say or what I had. That was a while back. But yeah, definitely a moment where I could have chose. And I have no doubt in my mind we would be together and be married right now and have a kid if I had chose that. But uh, no, at that point, after all the disappointment I already been through, I was like, no, I'm at least going to take my future into my own hands, be an engineer rather than play around with some chick. Okay, Liz, you got to dip in a few minutes. I appreciate you tapping in. Hopefully, Jackie will be in. If not, I'm not just going to have a lot of men up here, talking shit about women. So probably wrap it up in about an hour. Can you do like 15 more minutes? I would appreciate that, Liz.
I could maybe do 5. Sorry, I
Okay.
have like to be somewhere in a little bit.
I know you got a dinner date. It's all cool. Let me play a little bit of. I know.
Where's the commitment, Liz?
No,
I-
Liz is just doing this for free.
No, I'm kidding.
She's-
I'm joking.
She's my homie. I want to play a little bit of this though. It's being being called a real man these days is the equivalent of being called a bitch. I'm gonna play a little bit. I want to know how you guys feel about this.
I ain't gonna lie. A lady was like, "Oh, you a real man." Bitch, I looked at that hoe. I felt like she called me out my name. Bitch, don't call me no real man. I don't want to be labeled that shit. I do not want that shit at all. Do not call me a real man. I'm just me. She said, "Oh, you a real man. You look like a man. You look like the type of man that don't go 50-50. Bitch, I am the type of man that go 50-50.
Okay, listen, since you don't have a lot of time, hey, fair use. Shout out to who the fuck is this? J-Pop TV. Shout out to you, fair use. You have, let you give your closing arguments. What do you feel? I'll dial it down. What do you feel in the current dating climate, a real man is? Define it from a woman's perspective, please.
Well, I will say that like a real man, gosh, I feel like that's a loaded question.
It kind of is. I'll acknowledge that, but yeah, you just explain it. It's open ended. I'm not putting any words in your mouth. Go ahead.
So I will say that basically what constitutes a real man for me is a man who is one able to do like face difficult things, like
Right.
face challenges head on.
I agree with that. Yes, absolutely.
Whether that be confronting, somebody like your partner about something and having hard conversations, or that be standing up for what's right, injustice wise in the world, or just, in your own community. Trustworthy, somebody that I feel I am safe around and I can trust, and that gives me, because women are looking to men for security. Like,
Mhm.
we want to feel safe. We want to feel protected. You do as a woman, there's just like, we can say that we're strong and we can do hard things, which we can. But the problem is there's always just a somewhat sense of vulnerability that I
Absolutely.
feel.
I'm glad you articulated that. You're keeping it real. Go ahead. You're speaking. I'm going to chop this shit up. Go ahead.
But just, like, there is, there's plenty of men who will tell you everything that you want to hear.
Mhm.
And, I think real men do not play games. They're not manipulative. They, like I said, they have a moral backbone, if you will.
All right. A sense of integrity. Absolutely. Before
Exactly.
you go, I have one last question. Do you feel the real man you just described, which I actually agree with your definition, because I think most people use it as a manipulation tactic. A real man is someone who does whatever I want him to do so I can manipulate him. But no, I agree with your definition. Again, before you go, and I'll let you go with this. Do you feel that most women actually want the quote unquote real man that you described as you outlined it? Do most women want that? Or is it kind of like a burden because, oh, wow, if he has integrity, then I have to operate with a similar sense of integrity? That's what I've really ran into. You feel me? So after the woman I described that I could have been married to, after that, that was like the last straw. That was like 10 years ago. Shout out to my current girl, but we'll see what happens with that. But in all, women, like, if you have like a high standard for yourself, they view that as a negative thing because they know you're going to hold them to a high standard. So cool, you're cool to fuck around with. I can be the entertaining guy. I can be the like little dancing guy on the softball team and D you down. But when I start to say, okay, let's fucking start a family, then the shit gets shaky. So I say all that to say this: do women want the real man you described, or is that intimidating? And I hate to use that because I know women use it out of context, but really, literally intimidating for a woman because she knows that she has to live to a higher standard if she gets a man on that level. Go ahead.
Not real women.
Not real women. Okay. I need to go to Utah. Let's go.
Real women want men with that kind of integrity and moral backbone, and sense of,
Okay.
Yeah. I honestly, like, I have never, the men that if I see you as not having those qualities, I'm honestly gonna just see you as fun. That it's never gonna go anywhere. There's nothing that's ever gonna happen, and I'll be honest with you about it too. I'll straight up tell you, like, I'm not looking for anything. So, I don't know. It's just
And then
that's just my experience.
But
then 5 years later, we're going down an aisle.
Mick, let me tell this because she got to go. What
Sorry,
you
man.
should do is be a little more specific, not saying I'm not looking for something serious, because that's not entirely true. Say I'm not looking for anything serious with you. If women want, hold on. Let me say this. If women want men to be better, then they should dial it down and saying, I'm not looking for anything serious with you because while I do enjoy your company, you don't have the long-term qualities I'm looking for. Then maybe men, and I'm sure I would in this situation, take a look and say, okay, well, I'm rocking with her for right now, but damn, how could I become the man that she wants to be with long-term? So don't just say, I'm not looking for anything long-term, because that's not true. I'm not looking for anything long-term with you would cause men to look in the mirror. If you guys want to complain, I'm not saying you do personally, but if women in general complain about the quality of men, then like nudge them in that direction. You don't have to be rude about it. I'm not looking for anything long-term with you. And then that'll cause them to look in the mirror and say, well, why with me? You feel me? That's where I'm at with it. But Liz, thanks for tapping in. If you got to go.
Well, I'll just add one thing.
Go ahead.
To that. No, I'm actually not looking for anything serious with anybody. So, I'm not lying. And like I said, if somebody comes along and it works out that way, great. But I actually really am not looking for anything. But I'm telling you, like, for sure, if you do not have those qualities, it's never going to go anywhere. Could I be a little bit more direct about that? Sure. But, I will, if you do not get that through communication that I have with you, when I am direct about things that might bother me or things that, frustrate me, and you're not picking up on, hey, maybe these are things I should work on, that's kind of on you. So, and then it's on me if I continue to be like, okay, well, I'm gonna just continue to kid myself and like what if I want a relationship with this person. But I will go. I had I'm glad I got to say my piece, and I hope everyone has a good rest of their evening.
Absolutely. We will. I promise we will get the two of you up on stage simultaneously. It's like it's all hit or miss. Either you're here or she's here. But no, thanks for tapping in because I really needed a female perspective on this because it's not about ranting. It's trying to come to an understanding rather. So yeah, I appreciate you.
Yeah,
Go do
have
your
a good
thing.
one.
Likewise. Appreciate you.
So
Mick,
can I
go
answer
ahead.
this, PJ? So
Yeah, absolutely.
you a real man is born with a penis, and a trans man grows one.
Yo, you're bugging.
Sorry, that's a bad joke, but aye, well, I don't know what the guy's meaning because, like, we had a conversation about somebody being called like a bitch in the 90s,
Okay.
and you call each other, as I call it, the N word as such. But you would
I
see
don't know
that
if
as
you
being
want to
a
go
real
there,
shit.
champ.
But would
I
you
have to
see
wrap
that
up
as
the
being a
line
real
if you want to
man
go
if you
there.
were calling somebody a bitch?
I mean, yeah, you could be a real man and call somebody a bitch. I call a bitch a bitch. I call a dude a bitch.
I'm only winding you up, but nah, there's like you just have to be honest.
Okay,
That
hold
is
on.
so
I'm gonna
okay.
read this chat real quick because I'm like in real time. It's too much to process. Hold on. Shell, shout out. We got some ladies in the chat. Shout out to Liz for bringing them in. She says, "I've had too many men try to manipulate myself and others when they're spoon fed how to be good people. I'll continue. Only to turn around and be worse afterwards to give them all that info outright." So you're saying like you were vulnerable with the man and then he turned around and used that information against you. I really wanted to shout out to Liz for popping out, but I wish her and Jackie could have stuck around for longer because I feel that's more of a man story. I seldom hear about a man, and again, I don't date men, so maybe I'm fucking wrong, but I know from experience and from hearing my boys, their experiences, that if you open up to a woman and show any sign of quote unquote weakness, oh, it's over. It's yeah, she's gonna use that against you. She's gonna leverage that against you. That's why I only took it so far. I could see that in real, even in my 20s. I only took that shit so far because I knew it. Go ahead, Mick.
So on the other thing of that, would you class? We had the discussion about pregnancy and kids. Yeah, would you call, in my case, what I would say, being a real man and paying your way and doing things like that? Is that a real man, or is that a simp
Oh,
as
you
you would
got to
call
pay
it?
your way. I mean, that's the fundamentals. That's just being an adult. But before I let my man Bill's boot camp up in here, yeah, obviously you got to pay your way. I mean, that's the basics. But I would say, like Liz said it, I
Keep us
largely agree.
separated.
Hold on, I largely agree with her definition. Integrity is what defines a man. That's where I'm at with it. Hey, Bills, what's up with you, champ? Thanks for tapping in.
Was good.
We chilling, champ. What you got to say
What
on
up?
it? The main thing was do women honor their vows? Like, are they take them seriously nowadays? Bills. Well, if not, we're gonna keep cooking. Maybe his connection is out. I think he was riding around. I saw him in the car. Uh, yeah, man. Okay,
Yo.
okay, you back. Go ahead. Yeah, do
Yeah, man.
women honoring their vows now, or let's say people in general, because that's how it was posed. That's what
No,
you thought. No.
no, they. I'm gonna say from a male perspective, some women do, but majority of divorces is brought on by women, and it's based off of how she feel. Us men will go through the fire, go through
Right.
all this just to keep our family and not be happy. And then when they ain't happy, they will be like, "I'm done. I can't do this. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
happy." But I done been working several years and several jobs trying to feed this family, and I'm exhausted. And I come home, and you might not cook that day. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that, but then I come home again after working 12 hours, and you ain't cooked, and then it's like I understand why people be ready to just, man, I might well be living by myself. Hell, if I got to fend for myself.
Word.
if I'm married. But I think most of the time women is based on, their feelings and how they feel about the situation. Because I know I've been pretty much with my old lady since '99, man. So it's like I done seen it all, bro.
I feel that.
I
I
done
feel that,
seen
bro.
it all.
Bro,
Like,
do you
Mick,
not know
you
how
want to
a
respond
cooker
to that?
works?
Yeah.
Do you know how a cooker works, bro?
What?
Come on, you can't eat
No, no, I legit didn't hear you. Does he have a
like.
what?
Did you know how a cooker works? Yeah, how to cook his dinner. Like it's
oh,
like a make or break.
We're really trying to understand you. We're not clowning. You said a cookie watch or a cookie dinner? What? I'm,
No. So is that really a make or break if you're out working and you come back and your dinner's not made
oh,
for you?
if she
Can
don't
you
cook, if that's
can you not
consistent,
cook?
then yes, definitely, because he's doing his duty and she's not doing hers. Yes,
no, it's
absolutely.
not. It's not make or break. I was just giving you an example of some of the stuff men have to go through, and we still want to be there for our family. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
imagine a dude just says, "I'm depressed. I don't want to go to work no more," and the whole family falls apart. That's the difference, right? We gotta live up to our duties, and theirs are optional.
No, but if you're unhappy and there is a there's if you're unhappy in that relationship, then why would you do that to
Yo,
yourself?
absolutely. That's where I'm at with it. I'm gonna just bounce. I'll bounce at the first sign of trouble. I could leave a bitch tomorrow, but
Like
as
keep your
long as it's
keep your
working. But
responsibilities and such. But aye, why would you sit through all of that and pain yourself?
I wouldn't. But most people
I
do.
mean, we just we. I'm
Well,
just
okay,
speaking in
okay.
general.
Hold on. I'm gonna let you go, Bills, but I'm gonna answer this question directly because, like he said, men have a sense of duty. When I took them vows, I meant that shit. So you could say, oh, if you're not happy one day, then just say fuck it. Who cares about till death do us part for better or worse? No, I give a fuck because I put my word on everything I fucking do. That's integrity. That's being a man, and that's what Liz said they wanted. They don't want a flip floppy man who could just say, "Oh, I'm not happy with you today, so fuck you." No, you got to stay
Nah, but
down.
see the person that you said they vows to. Do you think that they would want you to be unhappy and depressed?
No, but I mean, if she's causing it, then obviously she does, right?
I mean, she
Yeah,
might not want you to be unhappy and depressed. She might feel like you're the cause of your own unhappiness and stress
Right.
because you're not
That's
doing
what I
what
was.
she wants you to do.
There you go. That's a better way to articulate it. Exactly. They're gonna
at
be
that
like,
point,
well, if you would just do what I wanted you to do, then we would both be happy. Fuck.
at that
Yeah,
point, you
I can go off.
at that point you're
I
gonna
do all this shit.
have kids. If you've got kids at that situation,
No,
then
you're not.
like I don't like I understand why a father would stay until there's a certain age and that, but like growing up in that situation can't be good. It can't be good for a child. It's probably
I
better
Uh,
being
mean,
separated.
let's dial that down. What's the alternative? A single mother household? Is that better?
No, you could have it's shared
You tell
parenting,
me.
shared parenting, and dual responsibilities, but both being happy.
What is the? I didn't quite get that. I want a yes or no. Would it be better for the child to grow up in that household where the parents don't, they make it work, but they're not like super in love, or for the single mother household? What would be the better outcome for the child? And you know it,
The single mother household.
negative. Statistically negative.
I'm a,
It's
I'm a,
not
Could be.
it's not any
But
feeling I have, these are the stats. And something I've been through, but I'm not even going off my experience.
would
Negative.
you would you agree that like so you see the generation that's maybe a younger than me? Do you think
How
that
old are you, Mick?
I'm 36,
Okay, go ahead.
but
My bad. I know that.
there's so many I see so many broken families where the fathers just stayed and stayed and stayed and stayed and then like the whole situation just completely blows up and that kid doesn't know how to love.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, it's all about how the parents are showing love to their kids. I want my kids to see the good and the bad. I don't want them to go out here and think, oh, like far as my son, I don't want him to go out here and think it's gonna be peaches and cream. I tell him don't argue with a woman, but I've been with mine for not since '99, so we like grew up friends. We grew up together, so some of the arguments be pointless. You know what I mean? It be like stupid arguments. So you know what I'm saying? It's a lot dealing with that. Like if it's abuse and shit like that, okay, I understand. Like, but if you gonna argue, you gonna. I mean, I don't want my kids to be sheltered and not know that it's gonna pop off
No, I
between
feel you
man and woman.
because they're inevitably going to run into that with their person. You know what I mean? Their girl.
Yeah, and they ain't
Obviously,
gonna know how to
their son.
react
Right,
at
right. So
school.
I respect that.
At school.
Yeah,
They ain't gonna
everywhere.
know how to act and react at school. Like my daughter ain't gonna know how to handle a dude if she don't see how her mama handle me.
Right. Yo,
But
Mick, I want to respond like this real quick, and I'm gonna let you cook. But as far as the unhappy household, quote unquote, I'm not talking about no abuse. I'm just talking about you not crazy about the chick no more, but you're gonna raise these kids to 18 and tolerate the shit type of situation, not abuse or not violence. Right? Okay. Uh I would say that is more, and I'm basing this on stats, more advantageous for the kid to have like at least a semblance of a stable household because at least the father, even if he don't fuck with the mom, will instill some level of discipline, which again is what Liz, I let her define, I let her outline her definition of a real man. She said discipline and integrity, basically. So if that's what the woman want, and that's how I define a man as well, standing on your shit, I think that's more like way more likely, I know it, to be instilled by a father than a single mother, even if they don't fuck with each other. And I got the stats to back it up. I don't know about
now,
Scotland, but I know about the US, and we got a way bigger population. I'll pull up the study if you don't believe me.
for me, that situation isn't good.
Yes, it's
It,
not ideal, but it's better than the alternative that you're proposing.
it's
Again,
not
I grew
because,
up,
like,
my
if you
my
think,
mother, hold on. My mother and father got divorced when I was 5 years old. So essentially a single mother household, right? We had a couple stepdads, whatever.
yeah,
Essentially a single mother household. And there was so much shit about being a man I didn't learn until I was out of the house. That is not ideal for a man. We should be grooming boys to be men, not step out of the house at 18 and then you got all this shit because you've been learning from your emotional mother how to deal with shit, and the world doesn't interface with men and women in the same way. There was so much shit that could have been prevented if they had just locked in. And they wouldn't have been happy, but it would have been better for the kids. You got it.
and I completely
It's not
disagree.
about
So,
being happy. It's about the kids. Once you bring, I'm sorry to keep rambling. I'm gonna let you go, but I gotta just finish with this. Once you bring kids into the world, which I haven't done, right? Because I know the impact of that. Once you bring kids into the world, you put your own happiness aside for their best interests. Go ahead. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
so for me, so I didn't really know CT very well, but when we first got speaking and we were on Marco's live and talking, CT was saying like his son's 18, he's now he's not into the same shit as him and all that kind of stuff. But he's had 18 good years with him before that. Like he's had the best time with him, and then now it looks like he's maybe not going to have that kind of connection where they're into the same things and all that kind of stuff. And I think that the two parents have to be happy for the kid to be happy. Like I think if
That's
you're going,
ideal. I'm not talking about, obviously that's ideal. I'm talking about two parents sacrificing their temporary unhappiness. Okay, what the fuck? Kids go off to college, get divorced then. I'm talking about temporarily. Should the two parents sacrifice their own their happiness for a limited amount of time so that the kid can prosper, or just fucking give the kid to the mom and pay child support like you like to run with? I'm not with that, dude.
But
okay,
Because I
but
lived through it.
sorry,
but the stress about it is most of the time with a relationship is money,
Right.
is trying to be good parents. We spoil these kids so much. most of the turmoil is centered around trying to be a better parent and not have your kid going through what you went through when you was young. So you competing with yourself and your mate because both of y'all want the best for the child, and it sometimes hurt because we spoil these kids because it's conflict about what you need to get the kid, what you don't need to get the kid, and then you trying to teach a lesson, mama trying to teach a lesson, and it's just back and forth. You got to have a agreement. You got to just be together. Most of the time, man, the relationship ain't going sour because of y'all don't like each other. It's going sour. It's like a power struggle most of the time, man.
Oh, definitely. There's
Word.
a big lead up to that, yeah. But for me, would it not be better to have two happy households for a kid to grow up in than have one unhappy household where it's arguing, it's the same shit. The two didn't speak to each other. They didn't want to do things together. They don't want to be a family where it's fake.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
mean, yeah,
I disagree.
we argue. So hell, they see that. Hell, they argue too. I mean, but my thing is we do family stuff. So like all that's out the window. We can argue while we doing family shit. I don't care. As long as I show my kids like it's a we together. We one team. Hell, I mean, the best player might want the ball all the time, but oh well, somebody gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? You pass the rock. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
I'm with you, champ, because it's like, yeah, you could see we have our down moments and we still stick together. That's where the strength comes from, not from painting some artificial picture. We always gonna get along. No, we stay down even though the shit is fucked up sometimes. And that's how they learn to deal with real life. So I'm with you. Mick, I'm sorry I can't fuck with you on that one. But we're gonna keep cooking. We barely ended the clip. Uh yeah, I got less than an hour. Boom.
For sure. For sure, for sure. Oh, I can't respect a man that goes 50-50 with a woman. I don't give a fuck what you talk about. That Jedi mind trick shit do not work over here. A real man would take care for a chick with 3-4 kids. And baby girl, I'm not a real man.
Mick, are you a real man?
Would that be 50-50?
Hey,
I would,
whatever part of he said 50-50. He said take care of another man's kids. Whatever part you want to address. Are you under that
if,
definition? Are you a real man?
if I'm with somebody else and they've got a kid outside that relationship and I'm in love with her, aye, why not?
Bruh,
Why not?
Yeah,
oh,
I mean,
you got it.
that still ain't gonna define you as a real man because it's gonna be conflict. Now, if you and the dad got a relationship and he cool with how you address these kids and y'all got disagreement and mama ain't trying to intervene on you being a stepdad, okay, you being a real man. But if you going in just cause this chick fine as hell,
That's it.
and I don't got no problem with 50-50, but because I might be bringing the money and you handling the household. So it's still going to be 50-50 one way or the other. I'm not going 100 on just paying the bills and then come home and clean up, make sure the kids good and all this shit like that. It's 50-50 either way it go. I don't understand why they say 50-50. I guess they talking about bills or whatever, but everybody got to be responsible for something.
Oh, and it's clear, if it's clear you're going into that relationship and you know that's what you're committing to, because you're committing to being, you are not the
You are. I'm not doing shit. Go ahead.
you are
Oh, you
not
ain't real, then, CJ.
nah, you're not the kid's always going to come first, and you have to accept that. If you didn't accept that, then there's no point even going there.
Word. I'm glad you said that. Now, yeah, there's no point in taking that deal if you're not willing to go all in. Now, I'm going to ask you directly: are you down to accept that? Because I'm not.
I'm
I'll
not.
tell off top, and that's no personal dig at anybody. I'm not going to name any names. That's no personal dig. I promise. It just
On
doesn't
what?
work for me. That don't work for me. Go ahead.
On what? On what kind of side though?
I'm
You,
talking
you
about taking full responsibility uh, for a woman and her kids.
being a real man.
Is that your definition, and are you willing to do that? Yes.
You're willing to. What if
I'm
that?
not. I'm not a real
What if
man.
the,
Then, if that's your definition, go ahead.
if you want, you just said that you would want a household where you would see a team as a parent and being together. But
Yeah,
now,
a woman
but
I have kids with.
aye, but if you're going into a relationship and the kids there, then that's
Nigga,
part of
I'm
it.
not going to do that. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, from your perspective, you ain't got no kids, but if you're a dude out here and you get a divorce and you got 3 kids,
Oh yeah,
like, I
absolutely.
mean,
I wouldn't
you
front.
gonna
No, no,
have
no.
to you.
Yeah.
I mean, the pick of the litter. I mean, it's easier for a dude that got kids to holler at a chick that ain't got kids, but
Okay.
for
I'm glad you brought that up. Yes. Go ahead. Go
but
ahead.
but if the chick got kids, like it's only a select few that's gonna really run up on her, and if he ain't got kids, yeah, that's it. Depends on how bad she is now, and how young the kids is now. The
And why?
kids,
Yo, I
huh?
need you to unpack that, Bills, because you spitting straight game. You saying the
If the
things I want to
kids,
say. Why would
if
you hold on? Why would you say that a man with kids has more selection, more opportunity than a woman with kids? And I know I already know. Go
because
ahead.
based on how we come up, the kids probably gonna be with the mom. Unless
Yeah.
it's unseen circumstances, the kid's gonna be with the mom. So dad is pretty much out here like he's single anyway. You know
Word.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like he ain't got kids anyway. He gonna get his kids when it's his time to get the kids, but he can kind of like prioritize that. But with a mom, them kids pretty much there. If they stay with her, they there. So a dude coming over there gonna have to see the kids unless, you know what I'm saying, the kids go on half the year with their daddy and then come back half a year. But you still gonna have to see the kids. And then if the kids, say the kids grown, that might be ideal. Oh, okay, I'm cool because all her kids grown. But like if the kids is real young, you gonna be dealing with that all the way up, and you gotta weigh that in. Like, okay, all these kids under 3, mm,
Okay.
1, 2, and 3. You
Yeah.
gotta think about that. This all fresh.
I feel you.
See, and,
But
and
let
why
me
you
say this.
got
I'm
why
gonna
you
dial
got
it
3
down a
kids
little
by
finer, real
yourself
quick.
though?
I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna dial it down even finer. The main difference, everything what you said is true. Absolutely agree. Uh, that the kids, mama gets custody, right? 9 times out of 10. Shit,
Right.
might even be over that. But I'm gonna say it like this: because the man's role as the protector and provider, and ladies, listen to me. I know I got the biggest following, but on the replay, whatever, when you catch it, listen to this. So I'm gonna articulate this shit in real time. As a protector and provider, you are expected to pay for her kids' expenses when y'all live together. No
Mm,
man is looking for a woman to pay for his kids. All right. Much less, and okay, this is an extreme case, but the expectation is you living with her and her kids, even if you got no kids with her, boom, boom on the door, niggas with the hammer. You expected to jump up and put your life on the line for kids that not even yours. That's why it's an unfair exchange. And that's why I'm not doing it, because, yeah, I can get caught up in emotion. I could be like Mick, you know what I mean? And say, oh, it's all whatever, 50-50, whatever the fuck. No, she will never put her life on the line for offspring that's not hers, as she would expect me to do. That's why I would just rather stay out. Yo, by 50, I'm gonna just hang it up. But I still got like 9 years to found my own family, and I'm trying to go that route. I'm not trying to be stepdaddy. Shout out to everyone who's doing it. Shout out to you, man. If you at peace with that, but it's just not for me. That's where I'm at with it. No one. Okay, I'm gonna sum this up. Put a bow on it. To summarize, a stepdad has to sacrifice much more than the stepmother. Y'all got it.
Possibly.
No,
Oh, they do.
inherently. Don't play with me, Mick. I know you be
No,
simping,
like
but you can't argue with what I just laid out. Again, I'm the
genuinely,
engineer. I'm empirical. I'm laying out the math and the science. You have no
genuinely.
rebuttal. What equivalent sacrifice would a woman have to make for a man's kids that equals up to laying down your life? Nothing.
But they
What?
do,
What?
CJ. They would. Their mothers would. If they're already a mother and they have that bond with that kid,
Nigga, that's not my child.
But what are you gonna do? You're just gonna stand by and let it happen?
No, I'm saying the stepdaddy is obligated. What equal obligation does she have?
With being a
stepmother.
With being a real man, it would be protecting any
So
child.
a real man is simping by your definition, right?
No.
So he said a real man gonna protect the house. If he in there with her, he gonna protect whatever in there.
100.
If you accept that situation, yes. What if I don't accept that situation? Does that make me not a real man?
Oh,
That's what
so
that's what I'm
you
really trying to
said you
get to.
just kicking. You just over there kicking it, and then somebody try to break in. Yeah,
I'm out the door, out the window, for sure. What? I'm sorry. I know that sounds fucked up, but why? If I'm just smashing the mama, why am I gonna fucking take bullets, nigga?
I mean, at the end of the day, like, shout out to the stepdaddies, but I think a lot of the stepdaddies already got kids, and they came into a situation with a woman that got kids. So kind of like the Brady Bunch, and he had to scramble and figure it out. Like, do I want love again? Do I want to get married again? He ran into somebody in the same situation as him.
I feel that. Okay, so let's go with your situation, Bills, and then I'll let Mick follow up. In that situation, y'all both got kids. Okay, again, it's easy for me to say as a childless man, I'm gonna dip out and look out for myself. Cool, easy. You got kids, she got kids, but it ain't official tissue. Like y'all in that situationship stage, and the baby daddy break down the dough. What you doing?
What I'm doing?
What you doing?
I'm handling him, and like, yeah, you go on handle that with him. If he run up on me is the problem. Hey, man, hey, I can't deal with it. You go ahead and handle it. I guess you too far in love. She ain't called the police. I'm gonna protect mine. I'm gonna protect me. I'm gonna take my investment in me and say, hey, maybe y'all need to talk it out. Obviously, you got something too good that he want to break the dough down. So I don't want part of this toxic drama. See, that's what you're dealing with when you're dealing with a chick with kids. Her baby daddy coming and trying to start some shit. Like,
Mick trying to discard this shit like it don't matter, like it's just a clean break. No, I had a clean break because we didn't have kids, and that's why she tried to circle back. Because you see me shining now, but you act like that's not a fact, champ. You're gonna put your life at risk because you like a chick because you got a crush.
You gotta put your life at risk, yeah, and especially if she coming out of a toxic relationship, but you don't know that.
I ain't going. Go ahead.
So at the start, the very first question that you asked tonight was, do women take their vows seriously? If you're married to that woman and they come and that baby daddy's at that door and you're gonna go out the door, or because it might as well be death do us part. In fact, see if somebody was coming
she's gonna push you to death. Go ahead.
Oh, you're gonna it's done because you've no death to us part. You've let her get killed.
Oh, if you take them vows, then yes, the man should. But I think my point is, I think men do take them seriously. I know I did. And I ain't seen one motherfucker that I know that fucking forsake his vows after they've been married. Maybe he cheated while there was girlfriend, boyfriend. Maybe. I ain't putting nobody out there. But after they took them vows, no, they took that shit. We take this shit very seriously, which is why, mind you, a woman, Lyss, earlier defined manhood as integrity because they know it's a masculine trait to stand on your motherfucking word. You got it.
So on that, then I would say, being the land of the free, and you've got your Second Amendment right
This
to
nigga's trying
defend
to use
yourself and
American
defend
ideals
people
against
and
us. Go ahead.
all this. And do you? I think if I seen a man hitting a woman of any sort or a kid, I would step in, even if it wasn't mine. On the street, I would still get involved. We need
Okay.
gun.
Oh, okay. Well, a kid. Hold on. A
Whoa.
kid, I agree with. Yeah, he putting too much sauce on it, and I'm gonna walk him down. A kid, yes. Come on, an adult man putting hands on a kid. Okay, whatever. I'll crash out over that. But a woman, that might be her man. You don't know what the fuck she did. This sounds fucked up. This sounds fucked up. I understand.
It's-
But I am not putting my life on the line for a woman I don't know who is most likely just going back
Gonna
and
be
get
right
fucked
back
this
with him.
motherfucker tonight. I'll be in jail or in the grave, and she'll be fucking him. Fuck no.
Is that being a real man though? Is that being a
I
protector
don't
of
give a
people?
fuck.
No,
Exactly. That's why I put
that's
out the
being a
definition.
Superman. That's being a superhero
Hold on.
trying to save somebody on the street.
Oh, I gotta pull this shit up. Go ahead. Y'all keep cooking. You just reminded me
Nah,
of something.
I definitely would try and stop it. I wouldn't be something I would want to fucking have a fight with. But like, aye, you can't see a woman getting hit.
So so
And
so so if you
and if
see
a
a
All
woman,
right,
woman get
now.
beat up, you see a woman on the street with her man, like y'all walking the sidewalk, and then all of a sudden you hear them arguing, and then he slapped the hell out of her. You gonna intervene?
oh, aye, 100%.
Mm.
Hey, R.I.P. to you. I'm trying to
I
find this.
done see, I done seen it happen, bro. Like
R.I.P. to him.
I'm gonna tell you this.
You ain't
I'm
the
gonna tell
first
you this
motherfucker
before
in
I
the room.
go in. I'm gonna tell you this before I go in. I've seen a situation to where the couple was walking and they got into it, and dude slapped her. She hit him. He slapped her again. Somebody got in the middle of them, and they both beat him up.
Exactly. Type of shit I'm talking
Oh,
about.
that could happen as well. But are
She's
we
gonna be way
talking?
more loyal to the dude that's dicking her down than you fucking putting on your cape. And I
Hey,
can't get this
I'll
shit.
be
Yeah.
back, bro. I'll be
Hold
back.
on. Hey, before you go, I want to show this shit real quick. I can't show it on full screen, but I wanna show Mick what he's doing right now. Shit. Give me 5 seconds.
By the way, if it was a woman attacking a man as well, I would still step in as well.
Y'all see that? Put on his
Yeah.
captain. Save him.
That's just. Do you know what that is? It's just missing the J next to it for when you had your cape on.
I didn't even understand what you said, but you saving him, homie. That's all I can say. Yo,
When
shout out Bills. Thanks for tapping in.
All right.
Salute. Yeah, Mick. I don't know, champ. It seems like you're willing to put your life on the line for a woman you don't know that won't even appreciate you helping her. Is that the case?
I didn't even want to be appreciated for it.
Wow, you just willing to lay your life down for nothing. So your life means nothing to you.
I have morals and integrity
No, your life
and
means
things.
nothing to you if you're willing to lay it down for someone who doesn't appreciate your sacrifice. By definition, right? She gives it a zero in value, so you laying down your life for her zero must mean you think you're a zero.
How do you
I actually value my life. I think I'm worth more than just being a doormat and a tool, a utility for some random woman
really?
uh, to
But
take
you said
advantage of.
you
Yeah,
said
absolutely, I do. Yeah,
you said
yeah.
you would stay unhappy in the relationship to bring up a child. You're basically a doormat.
No, because I don't have a child.
No, but you said if you were if in the situation, you would. But how would you feel if you left that? You walk home, get in, and on the news the next thing is the woman's been murdered or a guy's been murdered, and you could have stopped that.
I couldn't give a fuck. I'm sorry. I know that sounds harsh, but it's better than me being dead, right? Because I need to take care of my mother. So,
Mm,
yeah,
maybe, aye.
yes. Hey,
Maybe.
Jackie, what's up? I wish you could have fucking tapped in, but no, I'm just messing with you. No, shout out. you and Liz took turns. But what's up, man? We talking all kind of shit. Happy Friday. I like your profile picture.
See,
You're muted.
CJ, go and move that. See that wee bubble thing? I can't see your photo because of that.
What's up?
See your wee hang it says CP signers.
Bruh, you need to slow down. You're just like
See
my
the
ears are not
bubble.
articulated to this shit. I don't know.
See the
Yo,
bubble
Jackie,
thing.
Jackie, what's up? Okay, I'm gonna move on. Nobody's talking. Mick is talking, but I can't understand him, and Jackie is on mute or whatever the fuck's going on in her world. But I got so many more topics.
I can't see Jackie's photo because of that thing in front of it, the subscribe thing. Like and
Oh,
subscribe. That's what
okay. You don't like the little graphic. That's cool. Hold on. Maybe I'll boom. There you go.
That's better. Hello, Jackie.
Jackie. Oh, Jackie. That was the Commodores. That was the song I was thinking about. The Midnight Ship or the Midnight Shift, something like that. Anyway, my mom loves that song. Jackie, you are on mute, but we are gonna move on. Shout out Liz. Because I wanted you for this next topic, really. So it's perfect timing. What do you feel? And if you're not ready to go, if you're taking care of your kid, I understand. I'm gonna let Mick go. What is the bigger commitment? A marriage or a child? Oh, Jackie, you're back. Go ahead. I want you to speak first because you got the child. Okay, Mick, go. She unmuted and she muted.
Marriage.
Marriage is a bigger commitment. Articulate why you feel that way.
Because you can't mistakenly get married. So if the commitment for marriage, a child may happen after that. But for me, marriage is the bigger commitment.
Okay.
Being a Roman Catholic, no sex before marriage. So
sure, that's the ideal situation. That's not really how people do it nowadays. But I would God damn. One moment. Shit is scratchy as fuck. Okay. I would argue that having the child is a much bigger commitment. Reference me, right? It's not all about me, but it's a perfect example. Was with a chick for 5 years, married for 2 years, and now I don't have to talk to her again. Whereas if you have a child, you have to co-parent. And not only that, the obvious thing is you brought a new fucking life into the world. What could be a bigger commitment than being responsible for a life that is completely dependent upon the two of you coming together and forming some type of cooperative, for lack of a better word, situation. So no, I don't give it. I will never talk to my ex-wife again. So that's not a commitment. It can be in and out. That's just paperwork. Marriage is paperwork. A life is a way bigger commitment. Jackie, where you at with it? She continues to unmute and then mute again. I'm not sure what's going on with her. Maybe you want to drop out and come back up. I'm not sure what's going on. Mick, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, paperwork is nothing compared to a life.
I understand that, but like, see, for me, if there is that, if you do have a baby first, then there's that pressure for marriage to come after it, yeah.
Sure.
But if you're committed to marrying, then maybe another time you could commit to having a child.
Yeah, you're still not making sense because I didn't have to. Okay, hey, shout out Dwayne. Yes, I didn't even do my little housekeeping. Please hit the like and subscribe. This is not the normal thing. Normally we talk boxing, but every once in a while, maybe once every couple of weeks, we mix it up with this relationship shit. And it's a good conversation. You know, I had a couple ladies in there tonight. Jackie's back, but yeah, man, we just bullshitting. So yeah, like and subscribe. I'm gonna drop the Discord, but I want Jackie to get in because the question on the table is, what is the bigger commitment, marriage or having a child together?
Oh, I like that question.
Okay.
I'm sorry. First off, I'm sorry if y'all hear my child in the background. I'm so sorry. I'm not even home.
Oh, it's all good.
But I'm gonna say a child because, marriages and stuff, you can kind of get separated or get out of those. But when you have a child with somebody, regardless of what they do, you still have to kind of co-parent with them or have
Right.
some type of relationship.
Absolutely.
If it's a healthy relationship, at least I would hope that you still have a relationship with your child's mother or father, whatever. So I would say a child, a child.
See, and this is from a mother. So I don't know how you could
Yep.
really argue with that, Mick. I know I agree. Again, you're tied to him for life, essentially for life, right?
Yep.
Or you could just do what other ones do and just disappear. As such, yeah.
Well, okay, okay.
That's true too. It's a lot of
Yo,
dead kids out here.
no. We gonna dial this down. Do y'all, and I'll ask both of y'all, do you really believe it's a large percentage of fathers are just saying fuck it?
Yes.
Oh, definite.
Yes.
I disagree. I
I,
think
I
most men would like to be involved. Sometimes, hear me out, because I've been through this as a child. Again, I don't have no kids of my own. Sometimes the mother will put conditions on the visitation that she knows are somewhat unreasonable because she wants it on her terms, like as a power play. Like I'll never take them to you, but every time you want to see them, come up here because they're with me. I went through that, from 300 miles apart.
So could I?
So
Would that?
because hold on, because daddy was broke and couldn't fucking come 300 miles every weekend or hardly saw him. That also happens. I don't think most men are like having kids and just saying fuck it. That's not in a man's nature overall. And if it is in the man's nature, hold on. If it is in the man's nature that the woman chose to have a kid by, then you need a better picker. Again,
hey,
I like hoes. I like hoes. I'll admit that. So I need a better picker too, but I'll own that. Women never say, I just can't pick a good man. I'll say that. I can't pick a good woman.
but you
Well,
know how
until maybe now.
sometimes you know how men they kind of fake their personalities. You never know what you're getting, and then when you have the baby, it's too late. They be faking stuff, Look at me. Look at me. I would have never guessed it ever. Like some men, they can fake it for a long time, and then when you have that child, it's like the real them comes out. Because after you have a child, real life hits you. It hits you a lot more because you got real responsibilities now.
Okay, again, not being a parent, I'm gonna just take you because I ain't trying to throw nobody under the bus, but I
Is
think that
it
a lot,
care?
most
Yeah.
of the time, hold on, real quick. Most of the time, you can tell, or you should be able to tell. If not, then your parents kind of didn't give you the right guidance. And I'm not coming down on you personally. Again, I can't pick a woman to save my life, but I'll put that on me. Go ahead.
So what I'd say in that, CJ, is we had the discussion earlier about it's easier for a single man to then find another partner. Yeah.
Yes, or
So
a single. Hold on. We're talking about a single father versus a
single
single
father,
mother.
it's
Yeah,
finding a single mother.
be specific.
Look, without a child, and then they have a family,
Sure.
and the other mother is left with the other kid that you've got, like you didn't want to pay for or
No,
whatever. That
I don't
happens a
know how it
lot.
is. Hold on, I don't know how it is in Scotland, but in the States, it's not like you can just run from child support. They're gonna just garnish your wages, so it's not like you can just say fuck it and get off the hook. That don't
So
happen.
this is where it is kind of different here. Where I understand you thing. So um, if you have the same amount of nights each over a year, you only pay for the kids' food, and I think it's very little money. The actual amount that you have to pay is very little over here. But then you have to with that a lot of self-employed people. I'll say they earn under that amount, so they didn't pay nothing. They're like mandatory to paying like the equivalent of $11, and they do it. I know loads of
Okay,
people that's
maybe
done
over
it.
there. I don't know. All I know is I've been to family court in the U.S. and even without a child, I got fucked. So, yeah, man, you got it. You could go out there and do whatever you want to do. Don't pay attention to anything I'm saying or my experience. But I'm gonna tell you like this: in the United States, you can't get away. You can't just have a family, have a kid, and say fuck it. So, and it's not $11, nigga. It's 1,100.
It's
So,
$11 here.
yeah, okay. Well, you need to take that up
That's
with
the
your
minimum.
government. Take that up with your government. I would think that since you guys are in the fucking Europe, it would be
You don't
way
think that's
more
better?
fucking. You would have your kilts up or some
Do you not
shit.
think it's better though? No. Do you think if you've got 50-50 care of the child over a year, that you only pay a certain amount, which is paying for the electricity and the food that
Yo,
the kid
I was
eats? Yeah.
trying to look up some shit. So wow, you just really you showed where you're really at. You said if you have 50-50 custody, the man should still pay her a stipend, right? Is that what you just said? Why?
Yes, because one parent will get over here. One parent will get child support, but then you'll get for that if it's 50-50, one parent
Bruh.
usually will pay schools, after schools, and they split it.
No,
Split the
they
money.
always hit the fucking, hey, Johnny wants to take football. They don't just take that shit on the chin. Get the fuck out of here. If it's 50-50, that's 50-50 custody and 50-50 financial responsibility. I'm not letting
So
you do this whole shit, man. Not on my panel.
wait, later. No, because how is it? How is it different? How is
What
it
the
different? So
fuck? They
I'm
have the kid. They both have the kid half the time. They
correct.
share half the financial responsibility. How much more equal can you get? Why the
How?
fuck should he have to pay her if he has the kid half the time?
Who's paying the childcare for the mum to work?
They always fucking split it.
They
That's the
don't over
definition of
here.
split custody.
They don't over here.
I don't. Okay, cool. Then you take that up with Scotland courts.
But do you not think that's better that you
No.
have
Why
how?
the fuck? No, I don't think it's better that a man pays fucking
How?
you were
If
stressing me out. Let
it's
me calm
50,
down.
if it's 50-50, then that is 50-50. I can see if it's like the woman or the man had it more of the time, but if it's 50-50, then
Right.
I wouldn't agree with that. Just on that. If it's 50-50, we gotta be fair.
Oh,
See,
totally.
and this is a mother. You're just simping, Mick. Just admit it.
Nah,
You're simping, right?
nah.
Yeah.
It is different. Though.
Why? Okay, if it's 50-50 and you're all in the name of equality, what is equal about 50-50 custody, yet the man pays more for the kid?
Because what you'll have
Bruh.
there is the kid will be with the mother during the day. Yeah.
No,
Okay,
So
by
so
definition, they have equal time, equal days. It's not like day and night. That's not 50-50 custody. It's this amount of days and this amount of days, days and night.
correct.
You want to put it like that. So no, she doesn't have them for more time. It's 50-50.
No,
You just want to simp.
it's no.
So I'm confused. So what do you think is 50-50? Because when you say 50-50, I'm thinking like he has the child half the time and she has him half. So
My bad, Yayan. This
it
thing
would
is kicking me out
be
of my body.
equal. That's how I would say, like equal responsibilities, equal everything. So there wouldn't be need for nobody to pay more because it's equal.
Right. And this is
Yeah.
a mother.
Yo,
But then
Yayan, Mick, you're
you put
simping. Okay, I'll let you cook. Hold on. Yayan, fresh on the stage. I'm glad I got you and Jackie up here. Let's cook. This will be great for the replay. I'm gonna chop this shit up. What up, Yayan?
you hear me?
Yep.
What's up?
What's popping? How you feel about this? Should a man pay if they have 50-50 custody? We're cooking on right now. 50-50 custody. Should the man still give her payment, a stipend?
No, for what?
Exactly. Mick simping. Even Jackie agrees. Motherfucker, for what? I got him half the time. While he's with me, I pay for his expenses. While he's with you, you pay
so
for it.
if
Mick is a
one's
hoe.
taking them to say the father takes them to sports and sports cost a lot, do you think that should count the 50-50 split that?
They
If it's one of your days.
always do. Pop Warner, let's say it's 500 for the season. They're
Yo.
gonna split 250. That's it.
Yeah, let's keep it real, but like the pops more likely he to come out of pocket for more stuff. Let's just keep it real.
Absolutely. Mick capping.
I mean, well, I feel like if the mom, if she has the kid for the most of the time, then that's when I think, like, if she has like the child most of the time, then the man should pay more if it's that situation. But if it's 50-50, no, that don't make any sense personally.
So what if the pops got the son more or the kid more? Then what?
Hey, hold
Then
Then
me
the
down
mother
for a couple of
pays.
minutes. Hold me down.
Then the mother pays you on, yeah?
yeah,
Man, hell no. That's how it should be, but that's not how it is though.
I mean, but if we're breaking it down, like technically, then that's how it should be. It should be.
I mean, a lot of shit should be, but it is how it is sometimes.
So, like, CJ explained to me before that a mother can just put down the father over in America and you're stuck with it.
Yeah.
But over here, you can't do that. It's actually harder. I know people who have had to go through the whole process, like social visits, do it, get to court, go through the court, and then it's like, oh, it's not his way. Let him do a test to see if a parental test it is his way, and then it's just fucked off to Australia. Like it's harder for a guy here to get that because they'll say, oh, it's not really his way, it's not really his kid. But CJ explained to me that the mother can just put the name down over there. I find that strange.
I mean, bro, you gotta. I don't know, man. I guess it's a cultural difference, but it is like that in America.
And
Damn, I'm gonna get.
you would think that because we can do that over here, that it would stop men from having multiple children, but it doesn't. They just go around doing anything, any and everything, like it has no effect. Unfortunately.
Well, I don't think the multiple children is the problem. It's the woman who he chooses to have a child with.
Okay, I'm just tapping back in. You talking about like some future shit? Multiple women?
Yeah, yeah. I don't think that's the problem. I think it's who you decide to have a child with.
Okay,
Okay.
so the man, so it doesn't show anything about the man who's sleeping with the women.
No.
Multiple men be getting
Well,
multiple.
yeah. That's. I mean, yeah, but not really.
Yes, it does. Like how? What,
He said, "Yeah, but not really." No, no. Go ahead. I'm trying to catch up. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So CJ, I was explaining like how you explained to me that a woman can just put down any man's name to say it's their kid, yeah.
Yeah, she ain't putting down my name. Go ahead.
But over here, you can't do that. You'd have to both go and sign. But it's harder for what they would do if they were separated and they were having a kid. They would make it difficult. They wouldn't put the father's name on the birth certificate. So
Yeah,
you'd have to
hold
go
on, hold on.
through.
Let me dial this down, and then I want Yayan and Jackie to keep cooking on what they was cooking because we only got less than 20 minutes. You saying over there, both of them have to sign, so
Yes,
it wouldn't matter what the woman said. Okay.
yes.
Well, I
But
guess it's a
what would
better
happen
policy.
if they were split? They wouldn't have put the father's name down.
Or you said if they were separated, then you wouldn't put it down, but it would be presumed parenthood. Is that what you're saying?
No,
They
because
would assume.
they would use that as a tool to keep the kid. Yeah, it's not his kid basically. And when you go through the whole process, like it can take maybe a year, 2 years, and that's what happens.
I'm
Like
just not have kids. Fuck it.
the women wouldn't put the name down.
Y'all make this shit so difficult. I'm gonna just not have kids. Okay,
But
cool.
I find it strange that a woman who are there can put any man's name down for a kid
It
without him
is
being
too.
there.
Yep. And you got to guilty until proven innocent. Literally, though. Champ, what's going on? Okay, so hold on. Yayan and Jackie, you were talking about oh, Jackie got to go. Oh, if
Sorry,
you can
Jackie.
have your parting words, if you got to go, get your last get your exit in because I'm about to wrap this up anyway.
yeah, I'm about to get ready to leave. I'm about to be on my way home. But this was interesting. Oh my God! Watch for this car. What are you doing? Okay, let me go. What are you doing?
Okay. That's a way to sum it up. Yayan, what you got to say?
I mean, I was just saying, man. I don't think if the I don't know. It's a tricky subject, but if it's supposed to be 50-50, well, I don't believe in that no ways, but if it's supposed to be like that, then it should be 50-50, everything down the middle.
Yeah, financial included. Mick, I'm gonna let you simp out before I tap out. Go ahead.
No, I totally get that point of view. Yeah. I think that I don't think that there should be a huge payment, but I still think you should pay the child support. As I say, it's no very much. Even if you get them 2 nights a week, it's no very much. The the burden is certainly on the women over here.
Hey man, say man. Any one of you women want to put me on child support?
$11 a week for your child.
Don't do it. No, that ain't it over here.
Marry you.
It's based on the income. I don't see. I never seen $11 a week. You putting too much sauce on it. But yeah, go ahead. Put me on child support. Cool. I'll leave it at that. Yo, it was a good stream. It was different. I wish we could have got one of these days we can get Jackie and Liz on the panel to tag team, go back to back. So when one of them's feeling overwhelmed, boom, like the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors. You know what I mean? Animal and Hawk. But that's how we doing it. All right. But for now, CJ Rich, I'm up out this bitch.
All right, y'all.
Yada.